Hello and welcome. I'm going to take you on a brief video tour of the Finca Monticello, which is a private estate located in the interior of Panama. This photo shows the front of the property and the national highway that it's located on. I show you the road to indicate the ease of access to the property, which is not always the case in Panama. Before I go into detail about the property, however, let me locate the property for you in Panama. Here we have Panama City with the Panama Canal running along the waterway here. If we follow the Pan Am Highway down this way, we will end up in the small town of Capira. We will take a left off of the highway at Capira to go to the property. But first, let me point out that if we continued for another 15 or 20 minutes, we would be at Coronado, which is a luxury resort area known for its beautiful beaches. So, when we turn left on the Pan Am Highway, we will be on Highway 813. We follow it for 2.7 miles, and we will be at Finca Monticello, which is located adjacent to the Hogar Cría Cermeño, which is a government-run drug treatment school and facility. If we were to continue down Highway 813 for 10 more miles, we would be at the Bay of Panama and a beach used by the locals for fishing and swimming. So here we are at the front gate of the property. The White House you see is the next door neighbor. To see the house of our interest, we will look up to the right. Actually is the back of the house, but it's the main entrance. If I move to the left by the carport, I will have this view. Notice the door here, which goes into the kitchen. It is the main entrance to the house. Also, notice the propane tank here. Propane is used for the generator, dryer, stove, and water heaters in 2 of the bathrooms. The other 2 bathrooms heat the water with electricity. If I turn 180 degrees, I will see the patio where Juan is standing. There is only 1 table set up, but there is room for at least 3 more. Now notice the planters on this side. Here's a better view of the planters. But what I wish to show here is 2 things. First, notice how the house is built on a hill. And second, notice how the best part of 2 of the walls in the room here consist of windows. The house has 2 community rooms, which I will show you in a few minutes, and both of them have walls that consist mostly of windows that provide a magnificent view. So here we are back at the carport view. If I continue down this walkway to the corner and turn left, I will see this side of the house. Notice the propane tank, which indicates 1 of the 4 bathrooms is on the other side of the wall. Also notice the utilities box. The electricity is grounded inside and out, and the internet connection is actually fiber optics, which is very unusual for Panama. In fact, the house has Ethernet running throughout, so the internet connection is very good. By following the sidewalk down this side, we end up on another side of the house. The focus here is on the balcony, which extends from 1 of the bedrooms, but also you can notice how the house is on a hill, the advantage of which is that it guarantees a nice view. If I were to step back a couple of feet and look to the right, I can get another sense of the undulating topography, and I can see the road that runs in front of the property. Notice also the concrete drainage channel below the edge of the house. The house has gutters on it, but during a heavy rain the gutters can become overwhelmed. However, the excess water is drained off of the property through this channel. If I look to my left, I would see this view, which is of a nearby national park and the 2nd highest peak in Panama. To continue around the house, I must go down the hill and look up. Vegetation hides most of the house, but you can see a peak of it up here if you look closely. Notice the concrete stairway leading up from the pool house to the pool, which is here. A large pool with a 9-foot deep end and a 3 to 4 feet shallow end. The current owner often rents the pool out for local events such as birthdays and anniversaries. To the left is a facility where people can change clothes. It also includes a bathroom. Notice a retaining wall here by Romero, who was the caretaker of the place. It continues around the pool to help with the erosion. These grasses above it also help with erosion in that they have very deep roots that help hold the ground. When I turn around, I see the spacious pavilion, which is used for parties, meetings, and in our case could be used for conducting classes as well. If I go up to the patio, this is the view I have. So from the patio, we can see this overview of the pool area. If we go to the other side of the pavilion and look back, we see the pavilion from this angle. Turning to the right, we see the well house. It is a backup system because the property is served by metered water, one of only 3 fincas in the area that has that service. Through these trees, you can also see another building, which the owner calls a warehouse, and which houses some equipment such as lawn tools and a backup generator. Going back to the well house, if we turn around from this point, we will be confronted with an orchard that includes a variety of fruit trees. And as we walk down the hill, we will see more of the orchard. At the end of the orchard, we encounter a fence, which is a property line, and we can see that the property behind this finca is just simply a forest. By the way, on the other side of the highway in front of the property, we can see another house that is about 300 yards from the road. It's owned by a wealthy businessman. So now let's go inside the house and start with the kitchen. Standing in one of the community rooms and looking through an opening into the kitchen, we have this view. Notice a counter here where several people can sit and eat. Inside the kitchen, we see the stove and the sink along with some storage areas down below. If we turn around, we see the other end of the kitchen. Behind this door is a bathroom. Around this corner is a walk-in pantry that leads to the laundry room, which doubles as a storage area for several cleaning products. Now let's look at the bedrooms, starting with the balcony bedroom with the beautiful view of the Altos de Campana National Park near Campana, Panama, which is just a few miles from Capira. Looking inside the bedroom, we see the wooden closet doors and the tile floors, which are in all of the bedrooms. The current owner is getting ready to move, so the bed is leaning next to the wall, so you can't really get a good sense of the size of the room. But it is the largest of the 5 bedrooms. This view here shows how the balcony extends the entire length of this bedroom. This bedroom is next to the one I just showed you, and it's about the same size, except there's no balcony. This bedroom actually is one used by the current owner. Move to the other side of the house. We're going to find 3 bedrooms, which I'm calling student bedrooms. You can see in this first one that there are 2 bunk beds that have been separated. And the next room shows a set of bunk beds still stacked. It's the same size as the first room, so getting 2 bunk beds in here would be no problem. And the third bedroom is the same size as the other 2. It currently has a king-size bed in it, but it too could easily house 2 bunk beds, which means that in these 3 rooms, we could easily sleep 12 students. Here is one of the 4 bathrooms. It is standard with a sink, toilet, and shower. The second bathroom is similar to the first, but the third is larger. It actually includes a large tub along with the shower. And the fourth bathroom was originally a half bath with the commode on one side and the sink on the other. Then a shower was installed over the sink so that you can brush your teeth as you shower. In summary, let me say that we have 5 bedrooms, we have 4 baths, and there's actually a 5th bath in the pool. We have a kitchen, we have the laundry, and we have 2 community rooms. All of this is going to give us 3,500 square feet. Now let's look at the community rooms. In the first community room, you can see Juan talking with Alice. Alice is the current owner, and they're standing on one side of a row of columns. On the other side, we can see the wall, which consists mostly of windows, but also a large space where we could conduct class, hold meetings, or entertain guests. In the corner, you can see the router for the internet. The ceiling is actually hardwood, and there is an attic above it. The floor has a substantial tile that runs throughout the house. If we follow the floor where Alice and Juan are standing to the end and turn left, we will end up in the second community room. It's a large room that seems even larger than it is because it has a vaulted ceiling. It also has windows covering the walls, as we can see here, and if I go to that couch with the blue blanket on it and turn around, I will see more windows. And to the left, you can see the planters I showed you in the beginning and the patio. So that will bring us to an end of our tour. Again, let me summarize that we have 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, and a 5th one by the pool. We have a kitchen, laundry, 2 community rooms, 3,500 square feet, and it's located on a 1.4 acre lot. And we would suggest some of the potential uses would be obviously for study abroad. Also, we could rent this space for other universities, non-U of L study abroad programs. Service learning would be another use for this facility, meetings, perhaps doing some research in this area, social work, anthropology, communication, biology, public health, etc. It could be many others besides these. But these are some of the more obvious uses. That brings me to an end, and thank you for listening.